All right, so it's drizzling just a little bit. I gotta go over there and mow a yard. Gotta go mow a yard, but I'm first gonna get me something to eat. And so, you know, I don't make this a long video, but they seem to be long videos. You know, a lot of times if a family bloodline spirit jumps onto somebody else, it's probably because they have been talking. So whether it's an uncle or a sister or somebody else trying to pay somebody to take you out or whatever, or to take you off your calling, or, you know, I knew something was up. I could actually see the fractal because these people hate me, but they're nice when they want me to do some work for them, and I just ignored them, you know. And I've seen that recently. somebody don't like you, but then when they need you, they call you, you know, I'm broke down, can you take me to work? Yeah, but such and such said you were bad mouthing me behind my back, you know. Why would I do that? So anyway, long story short, I started seeing that energy or that frequency or that pattern. That pattern started appearing. So I put all the puzzle pieces together. It looks like somebody in my family hired somebody to try to take me out because that other person thought, well, if I use black magic or mirror magic or something like that, I could steal their destiny. But you can't do that. God won't let you do something like that. That don't even make sense. You believe the lies of some kind of spiritual practitioner that's not even real. I spent the last 4 months studying the terminology of these people. I'm protected by God. There is a chance that you can get paranoid if you listen to them too much without discernment. So if you do study how they work, you also stay in your Bible, stay in the Word, and listen to some good preaching. And so here's what happened. This is what most likely happened. And it might not have been bloodline, hiring somebody. It could have been just a secret society, a cult. So the occult, the little cults, they all put all their money together, I guess, and they attack somebody and try to get their inheritance or whatever, insurance, inheritance or whatever. So it could have been a cult, and they said, well, let's target this one. We did this before, let's target this one. But they targeted the wrong one. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. And when you target the wrong one, especially spiritually, the spiritual hitman out there, you're actually not going to win because, first of all, the born-again saints covered by the blood. All you can do is do little mind games. Just here's how the witches work. The witches cannot defeat you unless you believe it. They try to do subliminals and get you to believe it. Oh no, it's the end of the world. Oh no, the economy is going to crash. Stuff like that. It only works if you believe it. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. So these attacks. It was a good lesson, and I can teach other people down the road. I think I'm gonna turn this into a book, make $1 million off a book. You know, let me put this on pause. It's not good to attack a saved person. You know, especially if your name is your calling. My first name means to wield God's power. Middle name means boundary, and last name means bold friend. So I'm your bold friend, and you turn around and attack me. And it could be a bold friend with a family member, a co-worker, or a dating situation, and you, deep down, you hate me and want to pretend to be a bold friend back when your name reveals what you are. All I do is decode you by your name, and I just wait and see if I'm right, and I'm usually right. The way you treat others is the way you're going to treat me, and I'm usually right. It's sad. I wish I wasn't right, but that's the way it usually works out.
I wondered about that.
Look at the back of her shirt. Stay alert, don't get hurt. So I see the signs I see a sign, and everywhere I go, there's like a sign: "Stay alert, don't get hurt," on the back of her shirt, and it was a yellow shirt. And so, I don't know why you gang stalkers have stepped over the line. I don't know why you gang stalkers have stepped over the line, but you stepped over the line. And so now, all I have to do is pray, get my born again people to pray with me, and just watch it bounce back, you know. And if it's a bloodline family, what's wrong with you? Why not be a team? Why is it a win-lose? Why do you think win-lose? If it's bloodline attacking me, why is it win-lose? If it's a cult attacking me, don't you know the devil's a liar? Why do you believe in the devil? Lucifer is not God. Lucifer is the devil. Why do you believe in the devil? Something wrong with you. And so, I don't know why you think that you have a chance. You know, how come it takes one can take down 1,000, two can take down 10,000. So how many covens you got going on right now? How many covens you got going on in how many cities? You know, and you still didn't win. What's that about? That lady's yellow shirt. Whatever I said, it said, be careful, be on guard, or something like that. And if I look right here, I stopped here to eat my little snack, right? And I look right over there. And it says, you need a good paddling. Now you can take that 2 different ways, or 3 or 4 different ways. Maybe God gave me a spanking and I need it. Maybe you need a spanking. Maybe the occult or the coven or the cult needs a spanking, or somebody in my bloodline trying to steal my inheritance, which is really ridiculous. I mean, all you have to do is come and be a team player, but you don't want to be a team player. You need a good paddling right there. Get outdoors, pool, pedal, and paddle. You need a good paddling. So somebody needs a spanking. And maybe it's a lifelong thing. Maybe there's some covens or secret societies or cults that needed a spanking, and God had to send you a spy. When I tell you I'm a 5D spy, I mean it. Because when I'm down here in the 3D, interacting with the 3D creatures, and they're talking about their football and their basketball and their news and their this and their pride and their ego and all that, I'm just sitting here thinking. I was sitting here for 5-10 minutes listening, and I never heard you give God the glory, and God is not out of your mouth. It's all about you. And so I realized what I'm dealing with. It's all about you. Or me, queen bee, me. All the queen bees act the same. I know the saved women. I've talked to saved women, born again saved women online for 13 years, and their character doesn't change. If you change with the wind, that probably means you're not saved. The devil spoke through somebody recently about 2 or 3 months ago, and I wrote it down. They told me a story, and they said, well, this happened on the job. What would you do? How would you handle this? And at the time, I thought this person was saved. I didn't know they were a demon-possessed psychopath. Dark magic practitioner psychopath. I didn't know that at the time, but I know it now. I said, well, the way I handle it is Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace. And so I didn't realize I was giving them my tools. And so what did they want to do? They wanted me to fight my own battles, and they wanted me to lose my peace. The enemy camp spoke through a psychopathic, Jezebel, demon-possessed, full embodiment of the devil, and asked me, well, here's a scenario, what would you do? And I gave them the answer. And they focused on those two things, to get you to fight your own battles and to take away your peace. So when people are talking to you, family, friends, work, somewhere online, they're asking you scenarios to see how you fight. And if you take notes of a weird question, you see the game, and it usually don't take but 2 weeks. They start attacking. They attack your peace. They try to get you to fight back. So I cut all ties, all strings, all past. Everything is a now. I implement it now. Lord, please fight for me, and I'll just hold my peace and do what my calling is. What you call me to do. Help people. Help people have a place to live, and also help people with ride share. Give them a ride to work or the hospital, whatever they need. So I took a year off to see the game. And these Delilahs and these Jezebels, it's a military attack, methodical attack behind these cults and these isms and these covens, and they're all over the country. And they might even be in your family, and your family hates you because they're not saved. They actually think, oh, you were the favorite one. Or your girlfriend thinks, well, why are you getting a blessing and I'm not? I remember when I was married, the wife said, everybody likes you, but I have to work hard to get people like me. I thought, what is that? You know, it might be her. She might be paying somebody or make a contract with somebody. If you can take him out, I'll give you this money because we don't want him to, because they're jealous. They're jealous of your discipline, your truth. Oh, it's a feminist movement. Oh, that's who it is. It's a bunch of women who hate men. Oh, that's what it is. Because if you reveal their secrets, other men won't be manipulated. I got it. That's what it is. Instead of them submitting to the man, they try to take a man and bring him down through dehumanization, demasculation, and all that stuff. And they end up going to a coven. That's what it is. They might be originally from a cult or a cult family, but they have to build their own little cult, and it's usually a coven. And they're trying to do dark magic, mirror magic, and all that, and it don't work. I mean, So each person that you talk to, they're taking notes and building using a psychology thing, building a little profile, a psychological profile. And so they pay this, they promise, do a contract, say, I'll pay you if you can take this person out. And so this person really don't know you. And so you go and Even when you're face to face with them, they still don't know you. And so when you're interacting with them, like I say, a 5D creature, a born again creature dealing with a 3D creature who's lost, who's a zombie, and it's all about money and greed. The love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. And so their whole goal is money. They don't care about the marriage bed. They'll get that from anybody else. They don't care about that. They just want they actually want your spiritual money, your spiritual power. See, in the earth, money's power, right? Or position, or job, or knowledge, or skill, or whatever. That's your power. But in the spirit realm, God chooses the elect. That's what it is. They're jealous of the elect. They're jealous of our calling. They're jealous that God picked us. And so God uses the weak things of the world to confound the wise, and they think they're all smart and wise and cool, and they worked hard and they build up their gift, and that's it. They're spiritually bankrupt, and they're trying to use the dark arts to get your gifts. They're jealous of your gifts. They're jealous that Jesus chose you before the foundation of the world. Ephesians chapter 1. Man, it's all about jealousy. All they would have to do is ask God to forgive them and get saved, but their pride won't let them. That's what it is. That is the root. Just like they try to look at your root and attack you at your root, they don't realize they're revealing their root. And so they try to get these alliances to attack you because they don't have any power on their own, because they never can work alone. That's why when you face off with them and says, well, I've been by myself for 13 years. You're a liar. I caught you in so many contradictions it ain't even funny. And Freemasons have a lot of money. Let's see if that guy turns his head towards the house. Their body language has to reveal what they are, Got black pants and a green jacket. You gotta watch the body language. He looked to the left, but he didn't look to the right. So he's just a regular person. He wasn't looking. So the Freemasons got a lot of money, and they want to take you out, because if you reveal the game, you were a target. And when I had 10,000 subscribers, they had to take me out. And there's a lot of I learned a lot. Well, I learned a lot in that situation. They created a bunch of drama. I was using the online to learn what was going on in the offline, because it's all a fractal hologram. And so I saw the drama. So anytime I see drama and chaos and emotional instability, especially for somebody older, somebody's a certain age and they're all emotional, but it's all lies. You don't love me. How old are you again? What are you, 18, 16, 13, 15? So anytime you see a woman who's mature enough not to be in the drama, she's trying to destabilize you, and she's setting up some other dude because she can't control you. So the spirit in her, the demon in her, she's setting up some other dude telling this dude, rescue me, this guy's crazy, he's insane. And so then she gets this guy hooked, and she says, rescue me, I'm in trouble, this guy's insane. And she's just playing two people because she's bankrupt. She's spiritually bankrupt. She's dead in trespasses and sin. It's not hard to figure out. There's no new game. They all play the same game. Thank God for Amber Heard. I saw it, but now the world knows it. You can't. How many guys did Amber Heard have? Johnny Depp, Elon Musk, the guy in that the movie where he was in the ocean. There's 3 guys. Then she had a girlfriend. That's sick. She had a girlfriend she was playing. She had Elon, the richest man in the world. She had put up this image, but when they got around her, they saw how childish and selfish and narcissistic and psychopathic she was. She had to leave the country and go to Spain, and then she changed her name. And so she got what she wanted. She just wanted to be taken care of. That's why they play the game. They just want somebody to take care of them instead of them doing the work and building somebody up and being faithful and loyal. They want to use and abuse faithful and loyal people. Sick. And then when you see through the game, they got to take you out or try to do some dark magic so you get sick or poison you or something like that. And then you say, oh, adios. I've seen this game 1,000 times. It's over. You're not even a real person. The only thing real about you is that you're lost. The only thing that's concrete about you is that you're a selfish, greedy, demonic hater of God, hater of the saints, hater of the truth, hater of the gospel, and you want to take other people's destiny or blessing from God and flip it onto you. And then when it gets stopped, you're in shock. And so then you have to have an ego death and a pride death, and you will just like Wally Cody, he gets more crazy every time Roadrunner defeats Wally Cody's trick. That demon leaves you, jumps on somebody else, and you're left high and dry, and that demon jumps on somebody else to attack, and you're like, you failed, you lost your gift, you lost it all, really, because you were just you were vampiring off the saved, the blessings of the saved, and you had the demon empowering you, and now the demon's left because you failed, you didn't keep your contract, and now you got to pay for what you tried to do to somebody else, whether it's bloodline, whether it's a neighbor, co-workers, whether it's a significant other, somebody you thought about marrying or something, could be a spouse. They're going to have to pay. And so that's why they run to another person, to vampire, and they see you in peace and chilling, and they can't figure it out. But it's right in front of them because they're so blind. They think they deserve what you have. They think what's yours is theirs. They think that your spiritual gifts are theirs. You deserve it. You're better than them. They're evil. They done some evil stuff. And you deserve it because you're a better, you don't do this. Oh, it goes back to Cain. Abel brought a blood sacrifice. Cain brought his own grass works. Oh, it's a Mother Earth thing. So the Mother Earth, it's what it is. A New Age Mother Earth person in disguise, pretending to be a believer, but trying to change the scriptures for their beliefs. And they hate us who, wow. Their false doctrine, they're spiritually bankrupt in their belief systems. So they're spiritually bankrupt in the natural. And so when you leave, God sends you into their world one last time to maybe wake them up. And they choose, instead of going to the light, they start to attack those in the light or that person in the light. And they go deeper into darkness and they try to do black magic and mirror magic and spells. And then it just backfires, ricochets. And they're trying to use some kind of manipulation of the natural realm. That don't work. So they go to the dark side, spiritual realm. They try to manipulate that realm. That don't work. Wow. This is wild. And it's so easy. Why not just run to Jesus and get saved? And then he'll give you some spiritual gifts. Why not be content with what things you have? Just be content. Do the work. Do the inner work. Look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm evil. The evil I've done to other people is because I'm jealous of other people. I think I deserve this. Oh, you're probably jealous of your siblings for being blessed. And you're trying to oh, okay, yeah. That's the fractal. That is the fractal. Wow. That's sad.